If you've been dealing with like a dry, itchy scalp, maybe even a little bit of dandruff, you got maybe dry skin, especially on the arms for me, the face, the eyebrow area, the nose crease, that's where it really gets me. And you've been hearing about castor oil, but you're not really sure what actually makes a good castor oil or which one you should check out, then you're definitely gonna wanna look into this one because this is a great castor oil here. And I'm gonna show you guys exactly how I use it, exactly what it looks like, and the benefits I've been noticing since I've been using it. And I do just want to say a big thanks to the brand for sending this over for me to check out because like I said, I've had this dry skin issue for quite some time now, and since I started incorporating this, it's gotten so much better. So what we've got here is going to be this 16 fluid ounce SVA organic castor oil. And let me tell you, this 16 fluid ounce bottle is a generous size because when it comes to using castor oil, a little bit goes a long way. Like, let me tell you, this stuff is so thick and so sparing depending on what you're using it for or how you're using it. All you really need is just a couple drops and you are going to be set and good to go. So this thing is going to last you a long time. But before we get into how I use this, there are just a few things that I want to note. The first being that it does come with this pump here on the top, which makes it so much easier to get the oil out. Because although this is a simple addition, a lot of brands don't include that for you. And then you're trying to dump it out into your hand. You're putting way more than you need and it just becomes a big mess and a big hassle. So having a pump like this definitely makes it so much easier to be using on a daily basis. The next thing I like about this is not only is it hexane-free, which is a chemical that I don't want to be putting, especially on my skin and on my head. That's why we're looking into the organic version here because we don't want that junk inside of our oils. But I also really like the fact that this is a cold pressed oil. And because it's cold pressed and not heat pressed, it is going to retain so much more of its natural compounds that aren't being cooked out while it's being heat pressed. And the third thing I really like about this is that it does not have any sort of weird or offensive smell to it because I've smelled some oils in the past that have some really funky smells coming out of it, and it's not something that you want to put on your skin. It's definitely not something I want to put on my head near my nose. So I am really glad that with this one right here, it doesn't have those weird smells. I can put it on my skin and be fine. I'm not getting irritated. I'm not sneezing, nothing like that. So it's been really nice that this is a more unscented or just very minimal scented oil right here. And speaking of putting this on my head, my favorite way to use this oil is actually using it as a hair mask. So what I like to do is about 30 minutes before I'm getting in the shower, I'll go into my bathroom, I'll put some in my hands and I will just run it through my hair, get it all nice and lathered up in there and just let it sit on the top of my head to kind of absorb down into my scalp, really get that moisturization into my skin. And then I'll just head into the shower, rinse it all out and my hair comes out looking great. And another way I've really been liking to use this is to actually mix it with my lotion. And when you're mixing it with something else, as I've said, you really don't have to put that much at all. So I just put a few little drops along with my lotion. I kind of just mix it up in my hand and then I apply it to my face and arms like normal. But what I found is that mixing this along with my lotion has given me such better hydration results for my skin, and I don't feel as dry, I don't feel as itchy, and I definitely don't look as flaky. So guys, if you are looking for a high quality, versatile, cold pressed organic castor oil that you can use for your hair, your skin, or even as a massage oil, which let me tell you has really been saving my hand when it comes to massage nights with me and my girlfriend because my hands get tired, but having this nice oil to use really helps the hands glide along and makes things a lot easier. But if you are looking for something that can do any of those things for you, I'd highly recommend checking out this castor oil here because it definitely checks all the boxes. But anyways though guys, that's gonna do it for this one. Have a great day.